Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a tutorial on another palette that hasn't been getting a lot of love from me, and it is the Naked 3 palette. I'm going to be doing this rosy tone plummy look, and I love the way that it turned out. If you want to see everything that I used and everything that I did, then just keep on watching. So the first thing that I'm going to do is my eyebrows, and I'm going to be using the Anastasia Beverly Hills and my angled brush. So next I'm going to use my Lemonade by Benefit, which is the usual, as I always use in all of my tutorials. And I'm going to go ahead and just clean up the bottom part of my eyebrows. And honestly, I feel like my eyebrows, they're not twins, they're not sisters. They are just like friends. Just like, you know what? You do you, I'll do me. Next, I'm gonna do my eyeshadow primer, which is same thing, you guys. You're probably tired of hearing me say this, but it's the MAC Paint Pot and Painterly. But of course, you know, if you're someone who's just bumping into this tutorial, you have no idea if I used it in the previous video. So I'm just gonna go ahead and apply this with this brush and just put it all over the eyelid, all the way to the bottom of my brow. So to set the primer, I'm going to be using the Naked 2 palette, and I needed this palette just because the Naked 3 doesn't have a color like this, and I need to set my primer. So I'm going to go ahead and just use that color. That's the color Foxy. I was going to say Stone Fox. Where did I get that one? Oh, that's a NYX Liquid Suede. Well, I guess the Naked 3 has one, right? I mean, it's a little similar. That one's called Strange. I could have used that one too. So I'm going to use this color in the crease area and a little bit above the crease, and I'm going to use that as my transition shade. That's the name Limit, or that's the color Limit. And I'm just lightly building the color up so I can really see that rosy tone. So next color I'm going to use is Nooner, and I'm going to apply that one in the crease area, and I'm also going to bring that in towards the inner corner. And I'm just going to apply this on the outer third of the eye. I'm going to bring it all the way to the inner corner. I'm again slowly building up the color, and for this I'm using the e.l.f. eye crease brush, and I love this brush just because it's so small, and it applies the perfect amount of color, but it also, you can blend out at the same time. It's not like hard or anything. It's very, very soft. So I guess to explain it a little bit easier, you're pretty much just leaving the middle part of your eye blank. And now I'm gonna go back with the brush that I used earlier and just blend that out. This is the MAC 217 brush. So I'll be using this color next, and I'm gonna use the same brush, the tiny one, and apply it on the crease area. And that one's called Darkside. I'm gonna apply that again a little bit on the outer part of the eye, but also in the crease area. So I'm gonna go back to the same brush and use that to blend out this color. So now what I'm gonna do is use my Too Faced glitter glue, and I'm gonna apply that on the area that doesn't have anything, that doesn't have any color yet. And I'm gonna apply that with a brush, and I'm gonna go ahead and just spread that around there. We're gonna apply it a little bit on the edge, on the side. I don't want to go too high because I noticed that, I mean, of course, wherever you apply this, it will stick on, but it won't blend out. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply the color that I want right here, and it's gonna show up a lot, but I also want that part blended. And if I put the glitter glue too high up, it's not gonna let me blend. So for this, since it's just a little part, I'm gonna go ahead. Usually I'll do one eye, put the glitter glue, then put the eyeshadow, and then move on to the other eye. But since it's not a big area, I'm gonna go ahead and just apply it first. Apply the glitter glue first. And this is the color that I'm gonna be using, this one right here, for that little area. And I'm just gonna apply it with a small brush. And that color is called Dusty, and it is a little powdery. It is a little dusty. But with the glitter glue, it'll stick on nicely. But I feel like with this color, if you don't use a primer or a glitter glue or something to, right before applying it, it'll get everywhere. And you see what I said? If you don't apply a primer, it gets really messy, and look how much fallout I have. I love the color, but that's the only problem with it, is that, you know, it gets messy. So now I'm just gonna take the small brush and blend it out, just softly. And I'm gonna remove the fallout because there's a lot of glitter fallout. If you don't put eyeshadow primer, that eyeshadow just gets everywhere and doesn't stick on. So now I'm gonna do my waterline, and I'm gonna be using this Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Pencil. And I guess I'm gonna go ahead and just do my eyeliner. I'll be using the Tarteist Clay Eyeliner with my Real Techniques brush. So now I'm just gonna apply my primer, which is this one by Too Faced, the Hangover RX, and just apply that all over my face. I know, again, my YSL foundation, but it is my favorite, and I'm just gonna apply the dots all over my face like I usually do. And I'm gonna blend it out with my beauty blender. And I know it's the foundation that I wear like in almost every tutorial lately, but it matches my skin tone. It's one of the ones that matches my skin tone like great right now, and so that's why. So next I'm gonna apply my Benefit Erase Paste, another product that you guys see over and over again in my tutorials, and I'm gonna just cover up my dark circles. I have it in the color medium, which is number 2. I also like to apply this on the sides of my nose, just because I have red there and that helps conceal that. And now I'm just blending it out with my beauty blender. I also go in this little corner because it's purpley in there. So for concealer, I'm going to be using this one by Neutrogena. and it's the 3-in-1 concealer. I like the color of it too. I'm gonna use this to brighten. I'm gonna apply this on the bottom of my eyes in a triangular shape because I want it to brighten my skin, or I want it to brighten my under eye area. But I'm also gonna apply this on the bridge of my nose, in between my eyebrows, on my forehead, and on my chin. So before doing anything else, I'm gonna set my concealer, and I'm gonna be using the NYC Smooth Skin. You guys know this is my favorite for baking, and I'm gonna apply that everywhere that I applied the concealer using my beauty blender. I'm also going to go ahead and apply it on the jawline, well, just right here below where I am going to put the bronzer and the contouring. I'm going to let that sit for a little while, so yes, I'm going to look a little crazy. And I'm going to go ahead and apply my contour. I'll be using the Lorac contour kit, which is my favorite to contour with at the moment. And I'm going to use a brush that comes with it. I'm going to use the color Light, which is the best shade for me in here. And I just like to blend that towards the top. I'm going to go ahead and use this around the hairline too. Next, I'm gonna apply my blush, and with my Sephora brush, this is my favorite brush for my blush, and this one is the Pro Flawless Powder Brush by Sephora, and I'm gonna use my, where did I put my, okay, I have it in a palette. I'm gonna use the Tarte palette, and this one is from this year's, this past holiday collection that they had, and I'm gonna go ahead and use the color Prim, which is this one right here. It doesn't have too much pink or too much purple or anything, and I'm just apply that right here. Next up is bronzer, and I'm gonna use another palette, which is this one by Makeup Revolution, and it has all of these pretty bronzers. I think I'm gonna go ahead and use, let's see, I'm gonna use this baked one, which is this one right here in the corner. And with my Real Techniques brush, that's my favorite for applying bronzer with. This one is the buffing brush. I'm just gonna grab a little bit. I'm also gonna apply a tiny bit right up here. So now I'm gonna remove the powder. And I like to use a stipple brush because it also helps blend out any product that I have here, which is like the contour, the bronzer, anything. It just helps me blend that in together. I'm gonna get the contour kit back out because I want to apply just a little bit of the contour powder on the sides of my nose. And using the stipple brush, I'm just gonna go over that on top. I'm gonna move on to my lower lash line, and I'm gonna use the same palette and apply the color Nooner, which is this one right here. And I'll apply that on the lower lash line. I'm kind of gonna smoke that out on the bottom. I'm gonna apply the color Strange, which is this one right here, on the inner corner of the eyes to make it look a little bright there. I'm applying my mascara on the lower lash line and on the top. For the top, I'm going to be using the Maybelline Falsies Push-Up Drama. And on the lower lashes, I'm going to be using this one. It's called I'm Dual Mice. And for the bottom eyelashes, I'm going to be using this one by MEMEBOX, and this one's called I'm Dual Mascara. And I like this one because the bottom part, it has two sides to it. The bottom side is for your lower lashes. It just makes it a lot easier.
Oh, good puppy. Come here.
So as my eyelashes are drying, I'm just going to apply a little bit of the water that's here on the Beauty Blender and just put a little bit on underneath where I'm going to apply the highlight. And for highlight, I'm going to use this one by BECCA, or I'm going to use one from the BECCA palette. And this is the BECCA Afterglow palette. I'm going to use this one right here. It's called Moonstone. And I'm going to apply that with my brush that I always use. This one is the setting brush by Real Techniques. And I also like to apply highlight on the bridge of my nose and on my cupid's bow. For lipstick today, I'm going to use this one by Maybelline, and it's one of the color blurs. This one's in the color, if I can find it, it's in the color, what color is it? Oh, I like to Mauve it, I knew that. This is the final look. I hope you guys like it. Did you like it? Because I did. I love the way it turned out. I haven't used the plummy tones, the rosy tones in a long time. And of course, I added some glittery, sparkly eyeshadow. Although it was kind of annoying just because it got all over my face. Seriously, I had to take it off with a makeup remover wipe because it wasn't going away, and I still think I have some underneath this foundation. But anyways, I hope you guys liked it. Let me know in the comment section what other videos you would like to see, or what other palettes you would like for me to use, or what other colors, you know, just anything. I would love to know. And if you decide to recreate this look, I would love to see it. You can tag me on Instagram and also send me a Snapchat if you want. But that's it for today's video. Don't forget to subscribe if you like what you see here on Beauty News, and I will see you on my next one. Bye.